Presenting the CW Crew.
Late this spring, Minneapolis played host to the Women's Chefs and Restaurateurs National Conference. The WCR consists of over 2,000 members representing all aspects of the culinary world, from chefs to vendors to farmers and critics. It was very fitting that Minneapolis was host because 3 local chefs are being honored as James Beard Foundation semi-finalists for Top Chef Midwest. One of those restaurateurs is Chef Christina Wynn, owner of Hi Hi Restaurant, who's hosting the grand finale event of the conference. I snuck into the party to talk to some of the top chefs and sample some of the food, let's be honest. Let's check it out. Christina Wynn, you are so busy and this was a huge weekend for you. What was it like hosting the national conference here in your city?
Super fun. It's our second year hosting it here in Minneapolis. It's just super fun to meet all of the amazing, inspiring female chefs, restaurateurs, just, like-minded people in the industry.
Both of your restaurants are so popular. They're the buzz of the town. Did you ever expect it to get this big?
I mean, obviously when you open a restaurant, you're always hoping that it'll be busy, but, we've been super pleasantly surprised by how well it's been received and how well things are going.
Awesome. What's the biggest thing that this organization does to support women in the culinary world?
I think that just in general, like getting us all together and being able to network, talk about, different issues that kind of, maybe affect women more than they, just affect the chef community in general as a whole is really positive.
What's next for you? You've already done so much. You've been recognized for all these amazing awards, but any plans?
Just doing the thing, trying to keep our restaurants awesome and just keep focusing on getting better every day.
Well, congratulations. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We're here with Beth. Beth, tell us a little bit about your role in the food industry.
I own my own business, co-own it with a business partner, and we do PR, marketing, and branding for mostly hospitality clients, a large number of restaurants and hotels here in Minneapolis.
Great, and you were just talking a little bit about the conference and some really moving moments that you witnessed and saw. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
There was a seminar called You Can Call Me Chef, and it was about when you feel like you've earned the title of what you do, and when can you be called chef if you own a restaurant. And women from all different walks of life, ages, places spoke and really shared how challenged they'd been in trying to be called chef, and when they felt comfortable accepting the title, see people have that opportunity to share some really vulnerable moments, but then be supported and be able to grow from it.
Awesome. Thanks, Beth. All right, we're here with the MC of the event, but also someone who put together a lot of the programming. What did you guys have in mind when you're gathering speakers and kind of planning it out?
For me, I was just trying to bring in speakers who I knew would be really engaging and would be a sell for this audience. So I really wanted to bring in Lori Williver as the keynote for a number of reasons, but we have major issues with mental health and addiction within the restaurant world, and Lori can speak to those in a lot of ways. And Lori also comes from a very interesting food background in that she has been assistant to some very powerful men and was assistant to Bourdain for the last decade and co-wrote some of his books.
And you're very experienced in the food world. You were a cook for many years, and now you write. What's it like to be a woman in the culinary world today?
I mean, it's just like being a woman in any industry, trying to get paid equally, trying to get respect, trying to not get, harassed constantly. There are conferences like this that just give all of us hope for the future, and we have great conversations and great speakers and great lectures that just remind everybody, we're all humans and we're all in this together, and if you exclude 50% of humans from an industry that serves 100% of humans, you're a f***ing idiot.
And this place is bright. I mean, I haven't even had the food yet, and I'm like, this is amazing. It's
the food is incredible, and it's just the way that restaurant scenes used to be doesn't exist anymore. It's not just New York, LA, whatever. It's every city in America and in Canada now has an incredible food scene. A place like this is testament to that. It's incredible.
Favorite food of the trip?
It's hard because Grand Cafe I love, obviously. She does a pike quenelle that's just stunning. If like Escoffier would go back to the grave after he had it, in a good way, in a good way. But I have to say the lunch at the WCR conference yesterday was a 210-pound heritage pig that was cooked for 23 hours by Karen Tomlinson from Corner Table. She's apparently the queen of pork.
This is what we hear?
Yeah, the title is well deserved. She was standing there with this cleaver just hacking a whole animal, and like, as an animal lover, I was in heaven. It was delicious.
That's saying something. Well, we're glad that you had a good time here in Minneapolis. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
The CW crew on the CW Twin Cities, DJ Bonix, Alexa Score, and John Foss. Like, follow, subscribe to, and love the CW crew.